Is the Amazon Kindle Voyage e-reader a success for Amazon or a flop? Sometimes it's hard to tell because the company is private and they don't disclose Kindle unit sales, and so we generally have to infer how the Kindle is doing by way of the reviews that customers leave when they purchase the unit. The Kindle Voyage has only garnered 7,300 reviews on Amazon since it launched in November 2014. This is fairly paltry considering the entry-level Kindle Basic came out at the exact time and has over 12,000 customer reviews. Things are so bleak for the Voyage in terms of sales that the 4-month-old Kindle Paperwhite has more reviews, clocking in at 7,600. If you look at what Amazon is doing with tablets, the $50 Kindle Fire has been out for less than a month and has over 7,000 reviews. The Kindle Fire HD6 was released last year, a little earlier than the Voyage, and it has 22,000 reviews. And the 2000 model of the Kindle Fire HD7 has over 32,000 reviews. So out of the modern lineup of tablets, of e-readers, the Kindle Voyage has the least reviews and likely the least amount of purchases, although it's probably making Amazon a little bit more money than the other e-readers simply because of the price tag. The lowest that you're going to pay for the entry-level Voyage is $199, and that's with the special offers edition. You can pay as much as $300 with the top-of-the-line 3G, no ads, the most memory, and so on. So, are people just resistive of paying the price? Well, I mean, the Paperwhite 3 is $119. They tend to have sales every few months where you could save $20. The Basic is the cheapest of them all, and you can be yours for a respectable $79. So $119, $79, or $199. A lot of people are going with the first two models. When e-readers first rose to popularity from 2007 to 2012, they were fairly expensive. Most devices cost around $300 and trended upwards depending on the size of the screen. When the Kindle DX first came out, it was almost $500. Over the last few years, though, e-readers have dramatically fallen in price as innovation has ground to a halt and companies are trying to make the cheapest device possible. Customers have been trained now that e-readers should be super affordable, and Amazon has realized that once you jack the price up, people are not going to respond. The same thing happened with ebook pricing. People were trained that $9.99 was the standard, and now publishers are charging anywhere from $12.99 to $17.99. This has resulted in ebook sales falling in the high single digits over the course of 2015. So, suffice to say, I kind of think that the reason why people aren't buying a Voyage is because it's the most expensive 6-inch e-reader currently on the market, and Amazon customers are basically trained that e-readers should cost like $100, maybe a little bit less, maybe a little bit more for a good model, and then once you sell cheap as shit e-readers over and over, then suddenly you have a new model that just suddenly costs like double the amount of the basic level model. People aren't going to respond. I think another reason why it doesn't have that many reviews is because it's not available everywhere. It took 6 months after it came out for it to be available in Europe. It's still not available in Canada almost a full year after it's come out. This is mainly due to a patent dispute that was Amazon has with the Canadian government. They tried to get a patent for the haptic feedback page turn buttons that are on a Voyage, but they couldn't get it. Canada was just very lax in approving it or not approving it. So yeah, that's why the Voyage hasn't been available in most international countries, because of the patent regarding haptic feedback. So now you know, and knowing is half the battle. For goodereader.com, my name is Michael, and everybody take care.